Ternyata yang keluar Chef Gilles Marx, which is salah satu chef profesional dan sangat-sangat keren.
Hari ini, persaingan Grand Finalis Sabtu Masterchef Indonesia Season 9 akan dimulai.
Hari yang aku tunggu-tunggu akhirnya datang juga. Aku dan Palitho ada di Grand Final and I will do my best because the end is very near.
Jalan ke galeri kali ini sangat-sangat berbeda. Ada rasa bangga karena this is Grand Final and I'm sharing this moment with Cheryl. So I'm so excited.
Okay, welcome to the Grand Final Masterchef Indonesia Season 9. Here we got Cheryl and Palitho. Kalian berada di posisi puncak the Grand Final karena kalian telah melewati berbagai macam tantangan ya. So, congratulations. Here we go.
Aku bangga banget berada di Grand Final and I know this is not coincidence but me and Palitho are actually capable and we both gonna do our best in the Grand Final.
I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna let God go for the rest.
Di depan kalian, ya, kalian bisa lihat, perhatikan baik-baik, ada piala Masterchef Indonesia. Dan hanya salah satu di antara kalian yang berhak mengangkat piala tersebut karena menjadi juara Masterchef Indonesia Season 9.
Ada piala di depan. Just one more step. One more step, Palitho, alright? One more step. I should do it.
Untuk mendapatkan piala dan gelar Masterchef Indonesia tinggal satu langkah lagi. Jadi aku harus benar-benar fokus dan achieve my goal.
Berbagai tantangan akan kami berikan di Grand Final ini. Dan tentunya kalian tahu, setiap tantangan itu kita memakai sistem points.
Di challenge-challenge sebelumnya, is either who cooks it better or not. Tapi kali ini benar-benar ditentukan dari poin. Jadi kalau sampai satu poin aja meleset, bisa jadi nggak jadi pemenang.
Setiap tantangan ada poinnya masing-masing. So, my strategy have to be good in every challenge.
So, jadilah pemenang di setiap tantangan. Karena jerih payah kalian, pengorbanan kalian semua akan sampai di titik akhir, but it's not gonna be easy. Jelas?
Yes,
Yes,
chef.
chef.
Kalian siap?
Yes,
Yes,
chef.
chef. Grand Final tantangannya pasti lebih susah, lebih menarik lagi. Jadi I will give my 100% to win the title of Masterchef Indonesia.
Oke, di Grand Final ini kalian sudah bisa lihat, sudah ada bench di mana kalian harus menduplikasi dan juga menyimak, memasak hidangan dari salah satu chef yang sangat terkenal.
Wah, ada chef guest. Kira-kira siapa ya? Mudah-mudahan Chef Index.
Well, karena aku suka banget bikin dessert dan juga baking, harapan aku hari ini kita kedatangan guest chef yang bergelut di dunia dessert atau hidangan penutup.
Dan juga sudah berpengalaman di dunia kuliner lebih dari 20 tahun. Beliau merupakan presiden dari Bocuse d'Or Indonesia.
With all of those experience, of course the food won't be so easy to remake.
Mari kita sambut Chef Gilles Marx.
Ternyata yang keluar Chef Gilles Marx, which is salah satu chef profesional dan sangat-sangat keren.
From what I know from my experience, French chefs are very specific and they are very perfectionist.
Chef Gilles, welcome. Di Galeri Masterchef Indonesia, how are you?
Thank you, Chef Arnold. Thank you, Chef Juna, for inviting me. I see we have two very nice contestants,
Yes,
so looking forward.
that's good. We're looking forward to have you here as well. Oke, gimana kalian excited?
Yes,
Yes,
chef.
chef.
Kalian harus menduplikasi dan juga menyimak hidangan yang akan dibawa dan juga dimasakkan oleh Chef Gilles dan Chef. Stage yours.
Thank you.
Aku dan Palitho kebetulan belum pernah duplicate any dish. This is our very first time in the gallery Masterchef Indonesia and it happens to be in the grand final.
Langsung aja ya. Let Chef Gilles demonstrate how he cooks. Nanti kalian akan perhatikan, cicipi, dan kalian akan memasak.
Aku sangat penasaran kira-kira Chef Gilles akan membuat masakan apa dan kita harus duplicate masakan tersebut. Karena aku rasa dia pasti penuh dengan technical.
Remember guys, this is the grand final. We need your stamina, we need your endurance, we need your spirit. Because it's gonna be a long fight. Trust me.
Setuju banget, this is grand final, not the time for us buat lengah, tapi this is the time for us to show our 100% because the title of Masterchef Indonesia is just right around the corner.
Okay, Chef,
Chef,
please.
Thank you.
please. Thank you. It's an honor.
Today we're going to prepare some fish, ikan lodi. So it's going to be a Mediterranean dish.
Ternyata Chef Gilles membuat Mediterranean cuisine. I think it's so very, very him.
Mediterranean food, the food that I love. So I think today I can nail it.
We'll make a tomato riviera. So tomato riviera is basically a reduction of tomato concassé
Okay.
until it gets a nice puree.
Untuk membuat tomato concasse sendiri, aku sebenarnya sudah lumayan familiar. Tapi untuk di-reduce dan dibuat sauce semacam sauce riviera, this is gonna be our first time.
Pay attention,
Yes,
please.
chef.
Have a look how everything works and the small details especially.
Yes, chef.
Karena hari ini duplicate dish dan aku punya privilege untuk nanya any question to Chef Gilles, jadi aku bener-bener mau nanyain every single detail biar rasanya tuh bisa sesuai kayak punya dia.
Yang pastinya aku akan lihat semua instruksi dan mendengar apa yang harus dilalui untuk mengelola dish ini.
So we will start with what takes the longest. So the tomato riviera takes very long because we need to cook the tomato, we need to do a reduction until it gets very thick and make the tomato paste. So we have some nice tomato.
Yep.
Okay. So we start. So just roughly chopped because it's going to be cooking for a very long time, so it will be.
Right, chef.
So a bit of olive oil. So some chopped shallots. Mediterranean, of course we use some thyme, bay leaves, garlic.
I think Mediterranean cuisine is all about flavor. Ada beberapa dish itu yang sangat-sangat Mediterranean kalau misalnya ada olive oil atau enggak ada parsley atau enggak banyak herbs di dalamnya.
So all this goes in there. You don't need to sear it too long. It will cook for a very long time. And then we put in the tomato.
Yang menurut aku cukup menarik adalah Mediterranean food itu kaya akan shallots dan juga olive oil. Jadi di sausnya sendiri dia incorporate a lot of shallots and olive oil and I'm sure the taste will be very good.
Wooden spoon. And then we cook it nice and slowly. You can put a little bit salt right from the beginning, but remember it's going to be reducing a lot, so not too much.
Yes, chef.
Lada, red pepper,
Yep.
and then just let it cook slowly.
Chef, I have a question.
Yes.
Buat garlicnya, do we need to keep it as a whole?
Your chopped garlic will always have a stronger garlic flavor after than if you use whole. So next is our mussels. So we have some very nice black mussels. So while we have the eyes, basically the mussels is something that is very delicate, and here we're using some very nice black mussels.
Chef Gilles is very, very clean, very organized. He knows the step by step which ones take longer to cook and which one is not take longer to cook. So spot on.
So mussels, a little bit of shallots. A little bit of thyme and bay leaf also in there. Keep all the water also from the mussels, yeah, because that will give the taste. That's the mussel in. Close the lid, and then we wait until they open. They're already cooked, and then we will cool them right away. Okay.
Okay.
Always Keep your station clean, yeah?
Yes, Chef.
Clean.
Aku ngeliat Chef Gilles ini cara kerjanya bener-bener rapi, jadi aku bener-bener mau mastiin nanti kalau aku duplicate his dish, has to be like him.
Okay. So you can already take them out. If you have one or two that's not fully open, just put them back a little bit on the fire. That's okay. And then what we're gonna do is take them out right away so they don't dry. So you can see the mussels are nice, plummy, shiny. That's the way we want to keep them. That's why we put them on ice.
Clams yang dimasak oleh Chef Gilles bener-bener perfectly cooked dan masih plump banget. I can imagine the flavor and also the texture. So it doesn't take that long to cook them.
It's very fast. There we go. So we just put a little bit of this juice on top, and we put a bit olive oil to make sure my mussel don't dry, okay? Until they're cold.
And for the mussel, do you put any other seasoning?
Mussels, you don't need any other seasoning. Remember, this comes from the sea, so they have already a natural salt content already. We use also the water that's in there, because we can reduce this now.
Okay.
And then we will concentrate the salt, so when we monte after with butter, you have just to adjust very little. So here we have sun-dried tomato.
Oh, okay.
So here you can trim if there's a bit thick part. And then we can use a small cutter. And basically, one plate, we need 3.
Okay.
Them on the side for later. So this can go, you chop it a bit, and then you can put it in your tomato.
Okay.
Of course, it will bring extra tomato, especially dry tomato. Umami is something very important when we're cooking. And also, you don't have any waste. So we give you a very nice fish today. Actually, lodi is one of my preferred fish here in Indonesia. It has a very delicate flesh and beautiful looking also.
Itu ikan merah banget dan sangat-sangat bright. Aku rasa itu punya daging manis.
Sebelumnya aku belum pernah mengolah kerapu bintan ini, tapi I think it's quite self-explanatory and I'm quite confident today.
So filleting a fish, usually fillet always take off the head first. Yeah? And start from the front, and then you cut to the back. Then you have the middle bone, you go over it, and to pull to the back. The front part is a bit more difficult because you have the belly bone. The belly bone goes around, so you have to go around the belly bone.
Wow.
Okay. And then the second side is always a bit more difficult than the first side. And that's why we take out the head first, so it's already flat. If you leave the head, the fish is like that. So you have to feel it like that, so it's more complicated. That's why we take off the head first. So here, same thing, but here you start from the tail side, just above the center bone.
Ngeliat Chef Gilles, file ikannya itu bener-bener very respectful dan rapi banget. Aku bener-bener deg-degan kalau misalnya nanti aku olah ikan aku, file aku tuh nggak bisa sesempurna punya Chef Gilles.
So you check also, make sure there's no scales left, because somebody scaled it for you, but you just want to make sure he done his job properly.
Yeah, okay.
And here you can make sure you wash away all the leftover scales. Let it dry. So the bones are always on the line, yeah, so easy to find.
Chef Gilles sangat-sangat mengerti gimana caranya untuk memfilet fish dari skillnya dibersihkan dahulu, habis itu difilet dengan rapi dan dipastikan tidak ada duri yang masih di dalam.
Okay, so now you have to make 2 nice portions out of this. Okay, nice shape. Cut the skin a little bit, so when we pan fry it, it won't crunch so much.